Yes, I am back again, and I'm introducing you guys our story for this week, which is we are on Unit 9, Week 2. And the story for this week would be Hens Hear Gossip. Again, our listening comprehension for this week would be Hen Hears Gossip. And the genre for that story, boys and girls, will be a fantasy. What is the genre for the story again? It's a what? A fantasy. And I know you boys and girls know what a fantasy is, right? Right? What is that? Tell me. Can someone tell me what is a fantasy? What is a fantasy? That's right, boys and girls. It's a make-up story. A make-up story with imaginary animals, people. That's what a fantasy is. So we know when we talk about a fantasy story, it's made up characters as well as events. And when I say made up characters, for example, can animals talk? No, animals cannot talk. Do we see any flying dragons? No. So we know when we hear and see things like that in a story, we should know that genre is a what? A fantasy. Great job, boys and girls. Great job. So I want you guys to listen to your story for this week. And when you're listening to this story, I want you guys to remember, like you did on last week. You remember when I was telling you we was doing the sequence of events? And we was having with the sequence of events, we talk about what happened what? First, next, last. All right, so with this week, boys and girls, I want you guys, when you're listening to your listening comprehension, I want you to listen to your story. But this time, instead of you listening to the sequence of events, I want you guys to pay attention because now this week we're going to be talking about character settings in events. And we know when we talk about the character, that means who's in the story, right? Who is our characters? And when we talk about the settings, that means the settings mean what? That's right, where the story take place. That is our settings. And when we're talking about events, boys and girls, we already know the plot. We just know cause and effects, meaning what happened. What was the cause and effects? Okay, what happened during the story? All right, now that we talked about that, we're gonna move on, and I want to move on, boys and girls. We're going to move on to our sight words for this week. Now, our sight word for this week, we have the word has, and we have the word play. So we have two new sight words to add on to our list. So I still want you guys to remember to review your sight words from last week and the previous weeks before that. And I also want you now to add these two sight words to your list. Now again, that sight word for this week we have is, let's say it, boys and girls, has. And what's the first beginning sound you hear in the word has? Great job, great job. And we have, the next word we have is play. What is that word? Play. And what's the first beginning sound you hear in the word play? Great job, boys and girls. Great job. Great job, great job, my smart cookies. Now, when we get here, now you have your sight words, but don't forget, we're still writing our sentences. That's what I want you guys to continue to do for this week. I want you to continue writing your sentences, and when you write your sentences, always remember to use the what? Your finger space. So make sure we have a space in between our words. We always have a space. And when we read, boys and girls, do we read left to right or right to left? How do we read? I'm listening. Left to right. Great job. Great job. Yes, we always read left to right. Now, let's read this sentence here. We're going to use one of our sight words, okay? So let's just read this sentence together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. He has a little bike. What is your sight words? Which sight word you see in this sentence? That's right, we see the sight word has. And what is our ending punctuation mark? Because we always know when we write a sentence, our sentence always begins with the what? A capital letter. And it always ends with the what? That's right, an ending punctuation mark. Great job. And we know that ending punctuation mark for this sentence is a what? A statement. Great job. And we know anytime we see a period means that it is a statement, and that means are we telling or are we asking? We're telling you something. Great job. Great job. Kiss those brains. Woo! Great job. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to move over and I want you to look at your grammar for this week. And our grammar for this week, boys and girls, we are going to be talking about adjectives again. So we're going to continue with adjectives because we know adjectives. What kind of word is an adjective? It's a what? It is a describing word. Great job. Great job. For example, look at the sentence. The nut is brown. Boys and girls, tell me, what adjective is in this sentence right here? What is the adjective? Great job, brown. Because we know the nut, what color is the nut? The nut is brown. So that's telling you, it's describing what? It's describing the color of the nut. Let's read the next sentence. Let's see. This sentence states, the nut is hard. Boys and girls, what is the adjective for this sentence? That's right, hard. Great job. Because we know, boys and girls, it is describing the what? The nut. So we know that the nut is brown and it's hard. Great job. So I want you guys to continue practicing on your adjectives, okay? And remember, it is a describing word. Continue practicing on that. And I think that it concludes the lesson for this week. Again, boys and girls, I want you guys to do your best. Don't forget, when you do read your story, you're going to have a quiz at the end. So pay attention. Make sure you pick the correct answer. And again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to give Miss Simon or Miss Willis or Miss Cobb a call anytime, okay? We will be here. Love you guys. Enjoy your week.